What's good? This your boy Hoghead with the Hate Is Real podcast. Now let's get into this shit right here. I want y'all to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Let's get them likes up. Support the Hate Is Real podcast. Don't just look. Like and subscribe. So what we gonna talk about today? Did King Von and Lil Durk set up Muwop? Did King Von and Lil Durk set up Muwop? The reason we speaking on this today is because King Von, he has street credit. He didn't know about the industry like that. So he didn't start learning about the industry until he started talking to Lil Durk about it. Okay? King Von was a street nigga. But he still hung around Duck them before Duck them found out that, you know what, he was kicking it with them boys from O Block. So what it comes down to, when King Von and Lil Durk was being charged with that attempted murder or whatever that was being going on in Atlanta, if you look in court, you can see how King Von, his eyes how he was just looking at Lil Durk, because he felt like Lil Durk then was snitching on him, was ratting on him. But you could see it in the eyes, but he just didn't speak it. So the only person that was a threat to Lil Durk in the industry was FBG Duck. Duck started hearing around the way. If you hear from that song, okay, he started hearing around the way that, you know what, they trying to gun him down. They got money over his head. So yeah, Duck had a female with him, and she was able to carry a firearm. But when THF knew that Duck didn't have a firearm on him, he knew that was the move right there to go ahead and call D-Thing, call Kenny Mac, call everybody from O Block or anybody that's FBG Duck Ops, and let them know, I see him down here right now at the Gulf Coast. Right now at the Gulf Coast. Looking through the window, on the phone, trolling. I think it could be the baby mama situation, but I think it's more than that. These boys took FBG Duck life, and at the end of the day, where are they locked up at? They locked up in Cook County. They start ratting, telling on each other. They try to save each other's life. So Muwop was the next up that was in line to come up. Did Muwop know that he was being put up in a setup? Because if King Von was still alive, Muwop would still be locked up. They would be having their lawyers to make sure, you know what, we celebrities, we ain't in the streets. But Muwop is. Muwop was the fall guy, just like King Von was the fall guy. Why you think Lil Durk ain't being charged with that murder no more? Because the lawyers blamed everything on King Von. Von did it. Von did this, Von did that. Now you got Lil Durk come out with a song called All My Life, like he around here changing and trying to do stuff for the kids. You ain't Trick Daddy. Trick love the kids, you feel me? You need to get your hand out of the Lucky Charm box, because everybody started adding and subtracting the whole situation of how Duck was set up in the Gulf Coast. Them boys told on their own damn self in O Block. They got phone calls. The feds can find out the IP address. The feds can find out who called who. You got to believe it. They had social media and technology before we even had it. So at the end of the day, people would tell the feds or tell the police anything for money or to get themselves out of the situation completely. So it's Trenches News. They call him a snitch. How he a snitch? He knew FBG Duck. He grew up around him. Was trying to help him buzz to get his music out there because he was being blackballed. Now you got Ink Glizzy over here coming out with videos talking about FBG Duck. You ain't even know the man. How you gonna disrespect a man that you don't even know? You ain't even from Chicago. You gonna disrespect this man? His kids is still here. His kids is watching. Mama Duck is watching. Everybody that support FBG Duck is watching. You can go out the house and get shot and killed. You can go out the house and get knocked out because you disrespecting the dead. Disrespecting the dead is not cool. You can't disrespect somebody who can't speak for themselves. So this shows a lot about you and about who the person that you are. Just to get views, you'd rather get on the internet and try to clown FBG Duck. A lot of people is trying to have O Block back, but they did a sloppy ass job. O Block got cameras. The feds seen them running downstairs. They running downstairs like it's a fire. They ain't part of the fire department. You talking about, oh, okay, yeah, when they went over there to the Gulf Coast, before they got the car, they was masked up. So how you know anything if you can't see nobody's faces that got a mask on? What gave them away was the sloppy 5, sloppy 6, 7, whoever had something involved with it. They caught these certain people coming down the stairs, rushing to get up in them damn vehicles. Somebody rent a rental car. Somebody dropped the rental car off after the situation of FBG Duck passing away. Then you got people talking about this was FBG Duck last words. How you know what his last words was if you wasn't there? FBG Duck, he was a big man. He's so tall, he just stand out. For a man getting shot 16 times like that, if they would have picked him up and took him to the hospital, he would have survived. You got the police watching, everybody just sitting there watching why this man cannot get up off the ground. Nobody wanted to take this man to the hospital. In their eyes, they wanted this gang member to be taken out, cease to exist. But they don't know what type of good man and good father he was and the good stuff he was doing for his community. It seemed like every time that somebody come from the bottom and go to the top, somebody always want to knock them down. Period. Then you want to clown somebody when they pass away? I don't get it. That's bullshit. King Von picture was shown of him passing away at the funeral home, showing his body, letting the world see it. That ain't cool. That ain't cool for no side. No op side, this side. It's not cool. Now we got this trial coming up for the FBG Duck case, and it's going to be a big case that ever happened in the drill scene. You can't get mad at FBG Duck mom for fighting for justice. You can't get mad at the kids for fighting for justice. You can't get mad because his supporters is fighting for justice. Right is right. If you're going to do something, do it on your own. When you do it with a group of people, when you get them in an interrogation room, they get to, like Pac-Man. What do Pac-Man do? Just eat. They get to talking. They let their mouth overload their ass. One thing I can say is RIP to FBG Duck. RIP to King Von. But what you gotta do, you have to open your eyes and see everything that they was putting on the internet. What Muwop say? Dude from 63rd couldn't get back up. You ain't finna get back up. You ain't finna get out this time. Muwop, you was a part of the setup. And the other guys was nothing but junkies to the setup. So when this court come up in October, middle of October, everything gonna come out. All the blogs is gonna be on this situation. FBG was taken out. FBG Duck was taken out because he was gonna be on top, and Dirk wasn't gonna be in the situation that he in right now. What did Dirk say about Cash? You keep bumping, he gonna be dead by a tree. What happened? All this trolling, back and forth, put it on the internet. This shit can be used against you in the court. So how we know that people from O Block or the feds ain't contacted certain people from O Block to try to get Dirk name involved? Dirk was a part of this. He had the money. Who you think Von got the money from to put the $100,000 up? These dudes put $100,000 up on FBG Duck Life. These dudes ain't getting no 50,000 each and all this. They getting chains and shit. O Block chains. They won't get no money like that. Now these dudes locked up, got Muwop growing braids, dreads out, or whatever the hell he got going on. These dudes down there is suffering on dead time. They can't get out, locked up in the motherfucking building. And I guarantee you in their head, they wish they can bring Duck back because now Duck is hunting them. They don't tell you at night about their dreams. They don't tell you nothing about them nightmares, them sweats. You can't take a real one out and don't think that karma and trauma won't happen to you. But this your boy Hoghead. I want y'all to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to the Haters Real podcast because we trying to figure out why King Von was set up and taken out so Dirk could beat that murder charge, and why Muwop was set up to be the fall guy of FBG Duck murder. I want y'all to like and subscribe to the Haters Real podcast. I'm checking out. Yeah.